Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The title of this lecture is dot product or scalar product. In this lecture, we have to explain dot product, then discuss geometry and example of dot product, and last, we have to discuss some key properties of dot product. Dot product also called inner product. Dot product are the product of two vector such that their resultant will be scalar or number. Definition: the dot product of two vectors A and B is defined A dot B is equal to magnitude A multiplied by magnitude B multiplied by cos theta, where theta is the angle between two vectors A and B. Scalar form. Scalar form of this vector will be like this, where uh, theta is the angle between two vectors A and B. Now, geometrically, let's suppose we have two vectors A and vector B. Angle theta is the angle between vector A and B. Now we know that the x component of vector A is A sin theta, which is equal to AY, and the x component of A vector A is equal to A cos theta, which is equal to AX. Now we see that uh, dot product can be written in this form: B into A cos theta, where B is the magnitude of vector A and A cos theta is the x component of vector A. Now, dot product in term of component. Let's suppose we have two vectors A whose component is AX, AY, and AZ, and another vector B whose component is A, BX, BY, and BZ. Then their dot product will be equal to the corresponding the product of the corresponding component. A dot B will be equal to AX multiplied by BX plus AY multiplied by BY plus AZ multiplied by BZ. So this is the formula when we multiply two vector in component form. Now example. Consider two vectors A and B. A vector is equal to 3i plus 4j, and another vector is 2i plus 3j. Now by previous formula, A dot B will be equal to 3 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 6, and 4 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 12. Now 12 plus 6 is equal to 18. So we see that 12 is number. So product of vector A and B is scalar or number in this way. Now important cases. If theta is equal to 0 means if angle is 0 between two vectors, then A dot B will be equal to A magnitude of A multiplied by magnitude of B. In this case, product will be maximum because here cos theta is equal to 1. Now, if theta is equal to 90 degree, then A dot B will be equal to 0 because because dot product contain cos theta and here cos theta is cos 90 is equal to 0. Now when theta is equal to 180 degree, then A dot B must be equal to minus time A dot B. Means in this case, product will be negative because cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1. Now, to check the perpendicular vectors. Perpendicular vectors are so-called orthogonal vectors. Now, if the product of two vectors is equal to 0, then vector A and B must be perpendicular or orthogonal. Means angle between vector A and vector B must be 90 degree. Now application of dot product. To find angle between two vectors, we have to use dot product because cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by the product of their magnitudes. Now, to find component of one vector along another means projection of one vector on another. If component of A along B, it will be equal to A dot B divided by magnitude of vector B. Now, if we find component of B along A, then we use formula A dot B divided by magnitude of vector A. This will be equal to projection of B on A. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel for more informative videos.